Have you ever finished a conversation with someone and felt like they just sucked the joy right out of your day? Today, we're talking about something that doesn't get said enough. Protecting your peace on purpose after 60. Life's too short to let certain folks cloud your sunshine, don't you think? So, let's chat about 5 kinds of people you might want to avoid, or at least keep at arm's length, to safeguard your happiness. No guilt, no drama. Just practical advice from someone who's been there. Now, this isn't about being unkind or shutting people out. It's about knowing your worth and choosing to spend your golden years surrounded by warmth, respect, and good energy. Sound like a plan? Let's start with the first person to watch out for. The chronic complainer. You know the type. The neighbor who always has something to gripe about. The weather, their aches, the price of bananas. Every conversation feels like a trip to the complaint department. Now, we all vent sometimes. That's human. But there's a difference between sharing a rough day and turning every chat into a negativity marathon. Here's the thing. After 60, your energy is like a precious battery. You don't want to drain it listening to someone who refuses to see the good in anything. I had a friend like this once. Every phone call left me feeling heavy, like I just run a marathon in mud. Finally, I realized I can't fix their outlook, but I can protect my own. So I started setting gentle boundaries. Let's focus on something positive. How's your garden doing? If that didn't work, well, I learned to keep those chats short and sweet. It's not about abandoning anyone. It's about saying, my peace matters too. You'd be amazed how much lighter you'll feel when you're not carrying someone else's rain clouds. Now, let me talk about the drama magnet. Oh, you've met them. The cousin who turns a spilled cup of coffee into a 3-act tragedy. The old co-worker who's still rehashing office gossip from 1992. Drama follows him like a lost puppy. Here's the problem. As we age, our nervous systems aren't as resilient as they used to be. Constant chaos can actually affect our health. Raise blood pressure, sleepless nights. I remember my Aunt Martha. Bless her heart. She thrived on drama. Every family gathering was a new crisis. One day I thought, I'm 68 years old. Do I really need to hear about her feud with the mailman? So I started bowing out gracefully. Martha, that sounds stressful. I hope it works out. And then I'd change the subject or find a reason to step away. You don't have to be rude, just firm. Think of it like this. Your golden years should feel like a cozy fireplace, not a reality TV show. Now, these first 2 types, the complainer and the drama magnet, they're often well-meaning. They might not even realize what they're doing. But that's the key, isn't it? You get to decide what and who you give your energy to. And guess what? That's not selfish. It's self-care. But we're not done yet. There are a few more folks you want to be mindful of. People who might not just drain your energy, but could even put your well-being at risk. Let's keep this conversation going, shall we? Grab your tea, take a deep breath, and let's talk about, as we get older, we start to recognize something important. Not all relationships are created equal. Some folks leave you feeling like you just shared a laugh under the sun, and others, well, they leave you needing a long nap. Let's talk about 2 more kinds of people who might be quietly chipping away at your peace, and what to do about it. The energy vampire. Now, this isn't someone with a cape and fangs, though that'd be easier to spot. No, this is the person who always needs something from you. A favor, a listening ear, help with a quick task that turns into an all-day project. They're like a phone that never stops buzzing, except you're the charger. Now, helping others is a beautiful thing. But after 60, you've earned the right to say, my time is mine. I learned this the hard way with a dear friend who'd call me at dawn to fix a computer. Then again at midnight to vent about her sister. One day I realized I hadn't read a book or planted my roses in weeks. I was too busy being her go-to person. So here's what I did. I started saying no with love. I care about you, but I can't help today. Or, let's find another solution together. And guess what? The world didn't end. In fact, She learned to manage just fine, and I rediscovered my rose garden. The Judgmental Critic. Ah, the Judgmental Critic. This one's tricky because they often come disguised as well-meaning advice. You're still driving at your age? Why aren't you babysitting the grandkids more? You paid how much for that vacation? Let me be clear. Your choices are yours alone. You've lived 6 decades or more. You don't need a report card from anyone. My neighbor, Edna, used to comment on everything from my haircut to my grocery list. One day, I smiled and said, "Edna, isn't it wonderful we all get to live our own lives?" She never brought it up again. Here's your mantra. Thank you for your concern, but I'm happy with my decision. Say it with a smile, then change the subject. If they persist, that's your cue to excuse yourself. Life's too short to defend your joy. Now, these two, the energy vampire and the judgmental critic, they test our kindness and confidence. But remember, setting boundaries isn't mean. It's how you teach people to treat you. And you, my friend, deserve to be treated with respect. There's one more person we need to talk about. Someone who might surprise you. They're not always easy to spot, but once you see their patterns, you'll wonder how you ever missed them. Let's finish this conversation strong, shall we? And here we are, my friend, the final piece of the puzzle. You've hung in there with me through complainers, drama lovers, energy drainers, and critics, but this last one, they're the sneakiest of all, the one who'll have you questioning your own instincts. Let's talk about the opportunistic user. This person doesn't storm into your life with sirens blaring. No, they're subtler. They'll shower you with compliments, drop by just to check in, but you'll notice their kindness always comes with strings attached. They remember your birthday, right before asking for a loan. They praise your gardening skills, then hint you should landscape their yard. It's all give and take, except you're the one doing all the giving. I once had a buddy like this. Let's call him Charlie. Charlie'd vanish for months, then reappear with a booming, "Hey, pal, missed you." Always before favor. After the 3rd time helping him move furniture, I thought, Charlie doesn't miss me. He misses my strong back. Here's the truth. Real relationships aren't transactions. After 60, you've earned the right to surround yourself with people who value you, not just what you can do. So I started saying, I'd love to catch up over coffee, but let's keep it social. No favors, no errands, just connection. And you know what? Charlie stopped calling, but my true friends, they stayed. Now, let's take a breath. We've covered a lot, haven't we? The complainers, drama magnets, energy vampires, critics, and opportunistic users. But here's what I really want you to take away. This isn't about building walls. It's about opening doors to the life you deserve. Think of it like pruning a garden. You're not ripping out plants out of spite. You're making room for the ones that bloom. And trust me, when you do that, the weeds start leaving on their own. So, if you take one thing from our time together, let it be this. Your peace is sacred. It's okay to step back from anyone who treats it like an afterthought. That doesn't make you selfish. It makes you wise. You've spent decades caring for others. Now, it's your turn. Start small. Notice how you feel after talking to someone. Light? Energized? Or like you just run a marathon in lead boots? Your body knows. Listen to it. And if you need to create space, do it with kindness to them and to yourself. I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. Have you met any of these characters? How did you handle it? Let's learn from each other. And if this resonated with you, pass it along. Someone in your life might need this reminder too. Remember, my friend, these years are your masterpiece. Don't let anyone smudge the canvas. Here's to quiet mornings, good company, and a heart so light it feels like it could float right up to the stars. Now go enjoy that peace. You've earned it. Let's age wisely together.